Hello, brothers, Stay5000 here, and this is going to be a quick little tutorial on how to make the Smart Cube. The 11 by 11 by 11, hang on, wait a second. Yeah, the 11 by 11 by 11 Smart Cube that auto-regenerates cobblestone. And it's all from one little source block. Now, this is the basic premise of it. Now, I hope this isn't too long. We don't need that right here now. Okay. I'm going to go through this almost step by step on how to show you how to do this. Try to stay with me because this is going to be a little bit complicated, and trust me, this is going to be revolutionary. So basically, if I can break that block right there. So basically, you have to make this little thing right here, you have to make it a water source going 3 down, and a lava source right next to it going 3 down. Now, if I go down right here, you're going to want to leave that spot right there empty. So the cobblestone will go right there when it regenerates. So basically, there's an observer block. You're going to want to place it facing this way. Place the observer block. And then go right here, place a repeater with 4 ticks going this way. And you're going to put a repeater right here at 3 ticks. And that is going to send that to the repeater to push up. And then when it pushes up, it sends another signal, which does it again, and it's a giant timer. And then on the other hand, it's going to go over here, and it's going to push it this way. Now, when it's done, it's smart, right? Keep that in mind, it's a smart cube. So when it's done, it just completely turns off, and then you're going to have this button right here. This is the reboot button. Once you hit that, it basically starts up the entire machine and starts doing its thing. So yeah, it's going to do this for a little bit, and then what's going to happen is that this block isn't supposed to be here. There we go. So that's what's basically going to happen. And then since that met its max limit, this one's going to go up until it hits its max limit. And that should hit any second now, and there you go. And then see, as you can see, it just turned off completely. Now, that's the thing that makes it smart, but that's not the only thing. This boggled my mind. Like, I had to restart like 5 recordings because I kept on finding out something new about this thing because it's so dang smart. Smarter than I even intended to be. Why did I say that so long? So, now you're asking, how did you make it do that? Now, underneath here, I had a ton of pistons, right, as you can see here. I have a ton of repeaters. What? Yeah, I have a ton of repeaters right here, and it's all hooked up to pistons like that. And that pushes it up. And then over here, we have this on. I have this on a normal delay repeater, and that comes from right here, the middle point. This is the middle redstone, the main redstone. Without this, the entire thing doesn't work. So this is the motherboard, I guess you could say. Now that goes up and goes to this, right? Now that goes over here, down there, connected to that. Now this is where the cube comes in. Now this is going to take a long time. Now, depending on your device, you will change this repeater and that repeater to whatever you need. Now, you're going to want it on as low as graphics as possible to make it so it doesn't lag as much. You're going to want to light up all the caves in your area. I would suggest, since you're going to want to be creative when you do this, so I would suggest being creative and peaceful too. And make sure it's always, make sure it's always night. And the weather is a huge thing. With the weather, it's gonna stop it, like, completely. Now, I have this on, depending on your device, like I said, you're gonna want to have this repeater. I'm running on a PC, so I usually have this at 3, but I put it on there put it like that for demonstration purposes. And I'm going to stop rambling now. And it goes to these pistons. There is a piston right there, so it activates these two. Now, once it hits that, it hits this repeater with no delays, goes up and over and up and over and up and over, all the way up to the top layer, and that pushes it out in a giant wave-looking thing. So it goes, and it pushes it all that way. So basically what happens is it pushes it. It basically pushes it. Cobblestone goes right here, right? Pushes it. Here. Okay, let me think about this. Pushes it, and then if it needs it on the first row, it goes this way, and keeps on going. And then it's going to go, if it goes up, it goes this way, this way, this way. And then it's smart because there is different ways you can do it. Now, you are going to notice that once you get that all layered up, and for me, it's all completely built. This is so smart. If you try to turn it on, it will not turn on. It will never turn on because all the blocks are broken. Now, if you just want to just completely mash this up right here, as you can see, I did that. You're going to want to just press it a few times. Now, it's so smart, it just starts doing it anyway, so that's the manual mode. Now, once that starts blinking, it's going to start filling in that spot. Now, there is two modes. There is panel mode, and there is cube mode. Now, panel mode, pretty simple. All you have to do is just break this block right here, or this piece of redstone right here, or just disconnecting this, and see it just turned off. Just disconnect that, and boom, you're done. So like I said, it's not gonna turn on no matter what you do. It's not gonna happen, and it keeps raining when I'm recording. Now, this is gonna be very helpful if you're in creative. You're going to want to hit enter, and then you're going to want to first you want to hit this kill at E, hit enter, and you're going to want to do weather clear. Boom, weather clear. I should probably put it on peaceful too, but it is going to just completely turn off. Now that's going to help with lag, yada yada yada. Now I would suggest putting a lamp right next to this so you know if it's on, because this is all going to be exposed. I just kind of stripped it apart for demonstration purposes. But what? Okay, I wasn't looking there. But yeah, this is the Smart Cube. Now, yeah, there's 11 by 11 by 11 block of regenerating stuff. Now, this isn't as full potential just yet. Now, first, the smartness of it is the restart function, the stop function, the smart shutdown function. Now, if I'm being completely honest, that was a bug that I first found out. Not in the game bug, but a bug with what I did. Now, I don't know how to solve this, how to make it automatically regenerate. But that's one of the consequences or benefits, depending on what you want, coming from the automatic thing. Because what happens is, what makes it so smart is this observer right here. Now, what I did before on like another world that I did when observers weren't even a thing yet, all I did is I hooked them all up to timers, and it was really unreliable. Now with this, it's gonna push it every single time, like exactly at the right time. Get out of here. Now, it's gonna do that. It's gonna be more reliable, is what I'm saying. Now, depending on, why am I repeating myself? Depending on what you want, you can try to add on to this or solve this problem. But I personally like the smart function, but there is some downsides to it. But you do you, I guess. But yeah, this is the Smart Cube, the 11 by 11. Now, share it with your friends and try to impress some people. Now, let's take a sign off. Peace!